So here I have the Beyond Raw Chemistry Labs Creatine HCL and also the Thorne Creatine. This is a monohydrate form. And I've been taking both these for quite some time. I just kind of want to give you the rundown of what I like and don't like about each of them and kind of give you my favorite out of both and also just show you how well they dissolve. That's a big deal for me when I'm making any type of protein shake or just drinking it in water. I do want it to dissolve quickly. Just going to kind of do a little comparison for you so you can see. So first off, the Creatine HCL, the reason I started using this is I didn't want the water retention and kind of the bloat that you can get with the monohydrate. I have noticed I do feel like I'm a little less bloated when I'm taking this, but at the same time, you know, I've been a little more strict on my diet and everything else, so can't give you, you know, for sure that for me, if that's really what's been affecting it. But I have heard that, you know, the Creatine HCL does help with water retention, making it so you don't retain quite as much water. But at the same time, that can be a good thing. So I really do like this. Comes in a little 8.46 ounce container. There's the inside here. And it does dissolve really well, which is one thing I really like. I'll do a little comparison here in a minute. And then here's the Thorne Creatine Monohydrate. I really like Thorne. They have a really good product line and they third party and individually test a lot of their products, every ingredient. And one thing I really like about them is I know I can trust them. So I do really like this Thorne Creatine Monohydrate, but it can be a little bloating and nothing major, but just for me personally, it does seem to make me swell up a little more. And so I'm trying to lean out. And so that's why I've been, you know, using the Creatine HCL for a little while. It comes in a nice 16 ounce container. And the one thing that I don't like about this, and it might be because it's a monohydrate, I honestly don't know 100%, but it doesn't mix as well. I'm just gonna show you here how well these mix. I'm gonna do a little scoop in each so you can kind of see the difference in how they mix and everything else. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of that in there. That's the Creatine HCL. I'm gonna do a little bit of the Thorne Creatine Monohydrate into here, just like that. And you can kind of see when I put it in, you can see how the Thorne kind of clumps together. Now, I haven't even mixed them yet, and I wanted to show you the difference here. So this is the HCL. You can just see a little bit at the bottom, and it's almost fully dissolved. The Creatine HCL is all clumped up at the bottom. Now, I did put this one in last, but it doesn't seem to change much. So what I've noticed, and I'll go ahead and stir these so you can see the actual watercolor, you know, that's pretty much stirred up. You can see a few little floaties in there, but that's pretty much all stirred. With this, you can see it gets really cloudy. There are quite a few clumps in there, and so it just takes a little more shaking and everything else. For me, when I make a protein shake or, you know, just drink this with water, I don't like getting that grainy feel from the creatine. But as a whole, I really do like both these, but I have been really enjoying this Creatine HCL from Beyond Raw. You know, they do state that they don't use any fillers as well, which I really like. And I know Thorne states that they don't as well, but there is a lot of extra stuff here. And like I mentioned, that could just be the difference in the structure between a creatine monohydrate and a creatine HCL. But as a whole, I've actually been really happy with both of these, but I just want to give you kind of a breakdown of how they mix and kind of the differences there.